looks amazing. You know, it's better than great.
Seeing something that's so distinct is always really exciting.
I think the animation and the flavor of the movie is just as exciting as the story.
The first conversations were about like, how do you bring something new and innovative to the look and feel?
The reason why we wanted Jeff Rowe so badly is because he really did something that he just never seen.
We're gonna film it. We are gonna show it to the world.
I was like, that would be a dream come true, and I will never get this job. But somehow I did.
Jeff was willing to say, like, we have to make this look and feel totally different.
He like had fun with it. He didn't like force himself to exist within like rules or try to make it look like our world. They need to look like teenagers. They need to sound like teenagers.
With the backyard.
And then this is, I think, Jeff's greatest contribution to the whole thing is he was like, what if it's animated by teenagers?
It's the kind of drawings you did when you were in high school that have weird shapes and bad perspective, but are really lovingly rendered in places and really sincere.
This kind of like wild, scribbled in the back of a notebook.
They don't know how to paint within the lines. Like, some things they just do kind of cheesy and funny.
Using the camera and capturing sort of like when you watch like a skate video.
There's even like little like onomatopoeia lines and like smell lines and stuff like that. When he pitched it at first, we're like, maybe, I don't know, man. This sounds a little crazy. But it was the perfect thing.
I am feeling great after that speech, right?
It was rousing. I'm fully roused, you know?
A production designer's job is to take the vision and inspiration material of a director and then turn that into the look of a film.
Putting a lot of images together, flyers, movie posters, the picture of a shoe. It's amazingly fun because there's no wrong answers. Like, isn't this a great vision for the film? If you don't see it, that's on you. Be sharp, figure it out, make it work.
Yeah. I feel that Jeff is a bit of a tastemaker in the animation industry.
How dare you?
First time I saw it was at first just do like little sketches and drawings of what they would like it to look.
You can see the brushstrokes and the lines and the human element to it.
I was already excited to be a part of a Ninja Turtles thing, but then like you see the first little glimpse of what it's actually gonna look like, and then like my excitement just skyrocketed.
You know, if it was like a milk carton, it said milk, but the LK, like, where it's not even on the carton.
I was freaking out in the booth because I was like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be the best animation.
The first thing we saw, fully like dimensionalized in CG, you could maybe show it now, it's probably, they have it somewhere, was a mailbox, and it like rotated. And it was like the craziest thing I've ever seen. The letters were like not attached to it. The scribbles were dimensionalized and like a part of the shape of it. Yasher really did it. Taken this concept art and translated it into the world of the movie.
Yes, it's incredibly impressive. Okay, listen.
A couple of clips, me and the other boys, we were just ecstatic. I was jumping up and down in the booth just looking at it.
It's 3D, but there's like 2D elements.
We started to see that stuff come to life, and we were writing the movie at the same time, and honestly, like, where my head started to go was just like, what do I want to see happen in this animation style?
Usually in animation, you have the script locked, and then they take the script and they animate it, but we tend to rewrite things constantly and change things ad nauseum, and it was a terrible nightmare for everyone who worked with us.
The designs were just so cool and fun. In a way, it was like when you're a kid and you're just like throwing toy cars around and just smashing things.
In meetings, we would alter them live, and you would reach this point where you're like, you put the eye a little bit more askew and misshapen. Great, it's perfect. I'm so sorry.
It actually... No, but like, there's something really valuable in the 20th try. And I'm being serious. I'm not being like sarcastic.
This idea of kind of like bringing it to this like monster movie type place was really fun and exciting.
That's not so bad.
In the end, we have this mega mutant that comes out of the ocean. I was like, well, it has all these sea creatures. What if it then like fell into a zoo? And people were like, what?
Oh, that's
that's bad. Man, that got way worse.
And then it went from like a bunch of whales and squids to like also horses and monkeys and everything you could, giraffes, and yeah, that caused a lot of problems.
This will be so complex to build and so difficult to animate, and that's exactly why we should do it.
It was kind of like a joke at first, and then I remember we saw a sketch of it, like what it would look like, and it like blew all of our minds, and it became one of those things where we're just like, I want to see that.
What the hell? That's it? One little horse. I don't need that horse.
The animation style is so unique and so cool.
The visuals is crisp, the colors, the lighting, everything.
Let's go! It brings new light and it brings a new character to the whole franchise.
It's like a Michelangelo, Leonardo Raphael, Donatello painted.